Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly for pricing at tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra Chronograph. The timepiece, 44 millimeters in stainless steel. That's the diameter. It is 14.2 millimeters thick and 51.3 millimeters from lug to lug with a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. On my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, the watch fits. I would recommend this watch for a wrist no smaller than mine. And there are some reasons for that that'll become apparent as you see it from different angles. It pushes right out to the edge of my wrist. It's not excessively thick, especially by Omega coaxial standards, but it is broad. And again, I think you need a 16 centimeter circumference wrist or larger to wear this watch. Taking a quick look at the strap, you can see there's some stiffness to it, so it flares out beyond the lugs. And that's one of the reasons this watch wears large enough that I think 16 centimeters is the lower limit. We have a wonderful suede nubuck texture to the black medium rectangular scale alligator leather. You can see there's a complete conforming profile to the strap, so it matches both the slope of the lugs and the curve of the case. It's very integrated. There's a lot of bolstering to give it thickness and body and volume. It has a monotone stitch, a folded edge, calfskin on the bottom, and you can see this is a brand new Omega factory strap, never crimped, never gouged. You buckle it into place using this, an Omega deployant clasp, which you can see has a satin finish on steel, twin trigger release, so it's not friction fit, it's quite secure. You tuck the strap in, you buckle it under, and then you close the clasp, and that results in the entire excess length portion of the strap being hidden underneath the strap, so there's no need for minder loops externally. It's a very clean aesthetic. Taking a quick look at the case, you can see it is the lyre-style double-beveled profile that we've known on Seamasters and Speedmasters since the early 60s. The outer bevel is polished and it diminishes at the mid-case and flares at the lugs. We have horizontal satination on both sides of the case, lozenge profiles for the pushers. You can see they even have a little bit of a teardrop streamlining. The lozenge shape is asymmetrical, more tapered at one end. They're polished on their side, they're satinated on their outer face. There's a little bit of a countersink or shear guard profile to the knurled crown, and the watch is 150 meters water resistant with a screw down crown. The dial is Omega's teak deck profile, so it has that striation like the teak deck of a yacht, and the color is metallic ivory. We have applique indices and broad arrow minute hand. We have a set of sunken registers with their own little internal tracks for reading chronograph minutes, chronograph hours, and constant seconds. We have Dauphine hands for the sub-registers and Dauphine hands for the hour. Again, we have a Dauphine profile, but there is a broad arrow index at the end for the minutes. Now you can see all of the indices are applied. It's an upscale look. We have a trapezoidal cutaway window for the date disc, and then a counterweighted seconds hand. You can see there's a silvered track outboard for reading chronograph seconds, fractions of seconds, as well as minutes. And some subsidiary setting modes need to be noted. You can see that the watch includes a hacking seconds function. And then there is also a quick set for the date. You can see that the watch also features an applied Omega logo and marquee up at 12 o'clock. And behind the case back, we have a Frederic Piguet 1285 high horology movement adapted for use in Omega watches. So it is a more robust relative of the well-known 1185, which is a very thin dress watch chronograph caliber. This one has been modified for Omega. Automatic winding with unidirectional winding action. It has a 52-hour power reserve, a 4 Hz beat rate. It's free sprung for durability and precise 5-position adjustment. It has passed the COSC Swiss chronometer test, and it has been converted to the coaxial escapement invented by George Daniels. So it has a very advanced tangential contact escapement that improves power reserve and improves precision by using less energy. It features a column wheel that you can actually see for cycling its chronograph functions. As a result, chronograph operation is crisp. It feels crisp, it sounds crisp, and then there's a vertical clutch engagement. As you can see, the chronograph seconds hand starts without any jump. That's a consequence of the vertical clutch architecture. The watch can also be left running in chronograph mode full time with no damage to the movement. That's another advantage of having a vertical clutch. All of this pivots on 37 joules, and once again, it's water resistant down to 150 meters. This is a sports watch, make no mistake. Doing a quick lume shot, you can see the watch uses blue lume, and happily the chronograph second hand is lumed. That should be mandatory on all watches that have a chronograph second hand. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.